Hi everyone.
Hi there.
Welcome back. It's been a while.
Welcome. I know, it's been a long time.
Sure has.
I'm watching the conversation. Everybody's talking about the weather.
Yet we're finally breaking the weather here. We're good. We got had a little shot there last week when it got cold.
Yeah. This
But
was the longest um, winter ever, I think,
yeah,
for
we
us.
got slammed this year.
Yeah, it was horrible.
So we definitely have sound 'cause I'm hearing little pops
I
going.
know, I'm hearing that too.
We haven't done this in what months, so we kind of like it was going back to basics, trying to set everything up and like trying to figure everything out. I'm gonna lower this a little bit.
Just let us know if you can hear
Those
us
pops are a little
okay.
annoying. I think they can hear us. So everybody out there, let us know where you are. I'm probably screaming. Where you're signing in from, and how's the weather out there? I apologize if I'm speaking loud. I have noise canceling headphones,
You
so
do
I
scream
can't
with those,
really
usually.
hear what I'm saying. But I think the audio is pretty good. Let us know also how the audio is on your end.
Yes, please. I see people saying hello, so hopefully they're hearing us. Little special hello to all the ERV insiders
Yes.
who are here. We
We
got a
almost
lot.
have 50 insiders.
Yeah,
We
it's
started.
pretty
It was,
cool.
but we have some OGs in here.
We do.
Who's some OGs that
Well,
are?
our wonderful moderator Anne,
Anne is
who's
definitely
been around for a long
an
time.
ERV OG.
Yep. We got Don Bruder's here. Um, Cindy May Silva's here. I saw Michael Grace sneak in somewhere from the left coast. Jim Estelle's here. Steve Egbert,
What's
Aaron
up,
May,
everyone?
Austin Lee. Austin, you have this in the chat. You have this gray block around your
With a
name.
check mark. What's that about?
Yeah. Like
We
you're
don't
an
know.
insider, but I've never seen that. I'm not sure what that is. Does that mean like you're extra special or something? I don't know.
So just a heads up to the insiders. I'm assuming you already know about the private Facebook page, but not everybody's in there for some reason.
No.
So if you're not, you have to email us endlessrvn@gmail.com what your Facebook link is or Facebook, handle, ID,
Your handle.
AKA, whatever it is. And then you can be part of the private ERV Insider Facebook group, which,
Yeah, it's
people
fun.
talk in there, which is
It's
kind of
fun.
cool.
So we got a lot of people coming in. Welcome to everybody as you're coming in. We're gonna kind of just chit chat for a minute or two before we really get into things
Yeah.
to let everybody come in. But we got I recognize a lot of these names from comments on our
Yes.
videos, so it's good to see you. Austin
So I
said,
don't
who
know-
knows?
How many subscribers did we have the last time we were in here?
When did we? I don't remember when we.
I think it was like December.
we went live in Tampa a lot. But
Yeah.
we went live during one of our snowstorms.
Oh, that's
Remember?
right. We did. I
Yeah,
forgot
that
about
was a few months ago. It means I'm verified. I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, so it's been a while since we were live. It's pretty cool to see you all again. We do have a special guest tonight, and we have a really cool announcement that we're gonna make.
Yes, very exciting.
In a little bit. So, you want to talk a little bit about where we got back from?
Well, the first thing I want to know, what's the pollen situation where everybody's at? Because the pollen is insane up. Like the last 5 days, the trees and the grass have just turned the on switch, and everything is green. Like I'm washing my car at work
Including Nelly,
daily.
right? So Izzy, you know how Izzy is with cleanliness. He's going nuts because literally he washes Nelly and then
Well, I haven't
next
even.
morning.
So we're going away next weekend. I'm not going to wash it till like Thursday morning because if I wash it this weekend, it's just going to be green again, and it's going to drive me nuts.
really
My Mustang,
frustrating.
Millie the Mustang, it is. I can't even see out the windshield. I'm going to have to wash it tomorrow, like real quick. It's a disaster. So let us know how the pollen situation is by you because over here, it is on. I'm not allergic, but my eyes are
No,
itchy.
your
That's how
eyes.
heavy it is.
yeah, it's pretty bad. I saw somebody before talking about the pollen in their area
Yeah,
too.
it's
So
crazy.
yeah, but again, guys, I'm seeing the trees bloom and the flowers. Right, I said
Everything's
I
green.
said I've never appreciated a spring as much as I did this year because the winter we had on top of COVID, so being locked in the whole time here in New Jersey, it's unbelievable.
So the two times that it's kind of crazy because we kind of live in, if anybody's new here, we kind of live in an area, our yard is a state park. So in the spring, all the pollen, but then everything blooms and everything just fills. And it goes from, we lose our internet signal. As soon as everything starts blooming,
Yeah.
like the internet signal's gone. but you have all that shade, and then in the fall, all those leaves come down,
The leaves.
and it's
yeah.
crazy.
Oh, the leaves. Yes. But living in the forest is beautiful.
Yeah, it's
anyway.
like Little Red Robin Hood.
Right. Yeah.
Riding Hood. What is it?
Little Red Riding Hood.
About Riding Hood.
Combined.
Oh, well, damn, I can't remember
Okay.
it.
All right. So we'll talk a little bit about. We just came back a couple weeks ago from a very long trip. If you were following us on social media, we did go out to Indiana, and for about 9 days.
Yeah, I lost track.
Yeah.
Something like
I mean,
that.
every minute was filled with work. It wasn't really vacation, unfortunately, but what trip is?
It was 100% a business trip.
Yeah, so, but we did get Liquid Spring put on, a 4-point system put on Nelly, and wow, it was amazing.
So tidbit note, we were first of two. We were the first motorhome to get the 4-corner Liquid Spring system in the country, other than the demo units they had. So we were the first one, and we were the first Newmar to get the 4-corner system in the country. Now I know there was somebody there with a Tiffin that was getting it right after us. So the first didn't, there's definitely other people getting it, but that was pretty cool. And yeah, like MJ said, we were actually out today. We went to the Catskill, and the wind is whipping up. We had like 17 mile an hour steady, 40 mile an hour wind gust, and we were driving at a high wind. We'll get a little push, but nothing
cool.
like before. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, that was a fun trip. So we did some. The Insiders got a special video on it, but we went to where did we go? The Indy 500.
Yeah, Indianapolis Speedway.
Yeah, the Speedway. We went there. What else did we do? Everything we wanted to do, we did.
Hall of Fame.
Oh yeah, the NCAA. Yeah, that was kind of cool.
But what we did find, like we've been to a couple major cities. We're not far from New York City, about 40 minutes. What is the deal with Indianapolis? Like, is it outside of when sports are there? Is it always that quiet? It was like kind of like a ghost town.
Jim Estelle had made a comment and said that I think it was the time of day that we were there, and because of COVID, a lot is still.
Yeah, it was really quiet.
Yeah,
really
it was
quiet.
Weird.
Like you could find parking on the street with no problem, which we were kind of not used to.
Right.
But put in the comments.
Ann just said, so you have Liquid Spring and all the other stuff too. So we actually had to take some of they removed some things. We kept the
Safety Plus.
Safety Plus.
So what you could keep with the Liquid Spray, you could keep your Safety Plus if you have that. You can keep a front sway bar upgrade, and you could do your rear sway bar upgrade. We didn't have the rear, so we kept the front. We kept the Safety Plus. The Sumo springs came off. The front radius rods came off. The rear track bar came off, and we've sold 2 of the 3. So anybody wants Sumo springs, front and rear, they're up for sale. Email us.
Yeah, so that was cool.
And your shocks will come off too. If you updated your shocks, those are coming off.
Right. Okay, so the next thing you want to tell about the new thing, this was all also on social media, which is kind of cool.
What's that?
What did we put on?
Oh, yes. So yesterday we picked up a NSA tow bar, right? So that got hooked up to Millie the Mustang, and now we will be flat towing with Millie. And it's super easy. It's all mechanical brake, so there's really less to brake. Very simple. And actually our friends up at Country Classic RV Truck in Sussex, the best RV fixer-uppers. I mean, they're awesome. We were actually there. They had a motorhome. The whole slide pulled out. It was all rotted out. I'm not going to name the brand, but you could imagine.
About to say it.
It was leaking. And that's the kind of work they do. All kind of body work and really everything. And they knocked it out in like a day or two. They were just missing some parts they had to get.
I'm looking back in the chat, and Susan Olson asked, just check the price. How do they compare to the Sumos? Susan,
what's that? Liquid Spray?
Liquid Spray. I mean, it's a different. it's a different universe, really.
Does anybody want me to explain a little bit what Liquid Spring is? If not, it's fine too. But I'm just having some chocolate chips. Sorry. It's a totally different setup, and if you guys want, I can briefly explain. If not, that's fine. We'll wait in the chat, see what people want.
Yeah, wait, maybe a little bit. So we can talk about our meetup that's coming up. It's just exciting. I know some people in here are coming.
There are some people coming.
We do have our first ERV Summer Bash meetup in August at Triple Brook Campground.
And if you want to go, it's too late.
Yeah. I mean, you could call and find out if there's any. I don't know if there's any spots
I don't know.
left.
That place gets packed.
Yeah. So it's a weekend in August, and Matt's like, explain it real quick. I'm almost home. Oh, we got time.
Besides
so
that.
that's going to be a really cool weekend. There'll definitely be more meetups in the future, but we're super excited about that. And, you know, as we always say, New Jersey sucks, but this is a beautiful, beautiful
nice
campground.
part.
It's really nice.
It's a private campground. It's well kept. They don't totally rip you off. It's a fair price.
Yeah.
And it's in a beautiful area
Beautiful.
of New Jersey. We really like going there.
Oh,
and
the
owner's pretty
McDaniels.
cool.
Yeah, Carol McDaniel is coming. I know Chris.
Awesome.
Belafato is coming. Jim Estelle is coming.
Awesome.
So, yeah. Oh, Pat, too. Cool. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Yes, it is.
So, yeah. So, that's it. Now, travel plans. We're going to talk about a little thing. One about our travel plans. Then we're going to tell you about our cool announcement, our exciting announcement, and then we're going to bring on our guest.
He's not even...
And then we'll do some Q&A after that.
Yes.
All right, so travel plans. What do we have coming up? So we're going away for Mother's Day.
We're doing a bunch of things, yeah. Mother's Day, we're trying a new campground. Probably about 40 minutes or so from us. We've never been there. We'll do a campground review on it. I think it's got like decent reviews, but we'll find out. So we're actually trying quite a few new campgrounds this year.
We are. So expect some new campground reviews.
And we have a trip out to Vermont later on.
That's for our anniversary.
Yep.
Izzy and I are celebrating in July our 10th year, 10-year wedding anniversary.
Decade.
Aw.
So
we're going to go to Vermont for that.
We're heading up to Vermont to a new spot we're trying up there. It's not too far from us.
But it's a few hours.
Yeah, we've been to Vermont already, just never in the motorhome. We tend to go south when we go in the motorhome. We don't go north.
Right. We're usually headed towards the warmer weather.
But
we're like geese.
What we are looking to do next year, we are planning to go to Gulf Shores, Alabama next year.
As
and
a nice,
we're really looking forward to that one. So anybody been to Gulf Shores, let us know what resort or what campground you stayed when you were down there.
Yeah.
We kind of had the ideas of where we want to stay, but let us know. Maybe, we've never been there, so we don't know.
We're just kind of looking.
And some things to do in the area.
Yep. Ramon is here, our new insider. Hey, Ramon. Good to see you. Over 4 decades, and wow.
4 decades.
Amazing.
40 years
decades,
married. Wow, that's a long time.
Do you have any plans to visit the West Coast? Frank, yes, but not for a few years because we've got 4 years, a little over 4 years until Izzy retires. Then once he retires, we're going to be hitting the whole country. We can't wait for that. How are their chocolate chips? Izzy's addicted to chocolate chips, by the way.
I mean, we keep them in these little mason jars, but if anybody has a Trader Joe's...
Yes, I'm going to show. And it's going to mess up. Go ahead, you can say
If anybody has a Trader Joe's, their chocolate chips are to die for. We get bags of them, and we keep them as dessert. We keep,
So, Izzy's OCD, right? So, everything in our cabinet is in these jars, and he, has labeled it.
It's going to be.
Anyway, it says vegan CC for chocolate.
Organization. Everything is organized.
Anyway. Okay. Fleetwood has a nice video explaining Liquid Spring, Michael Grace said. Yes,
cool.
Well, stay tuned. We actually just released a video tonight. It's a really good video on the factory and kind of some history.
It's how they're made.
Yeah.
So really, Liquid Spring is a company of engineers, really. And they have a pretty awesome product. It's very well thought out, and we actually did the video on the whole process from when it comes in raw material. I got somebody here. From when it comes raw material to the end product. So hold on, you can talk. Let me see here.
Hang on 1 second, guys. No, you keep them in the guest room.
He's in the green room.
green room. I didn't even hear what you were
But
saying.
I can't see anything.
Sorry.
Hold on.
I was there the month of March. I will email you. Don said, I'm assuming Gulf Shores. Cool. Let us know.
Awesome.
Does Liquid Spring have dealers on South or North Carolina?
They have dealers, not dealers, installers. They're out of Indiana. But you can contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. If you watch our videos, their contact information is in every one of our videos in the descriptions. We would suggest if you can get out to Indiana, do that because they're awesome. They ran into a couple of issues, small things with the installation, and they can fabricate the parts right there, which I don't know if a local installer is going to do that. And one of the things they do at the end, they literally have a checklist. They have an engineer, a customer service rep, and the installer go through the whole thing, which
with a fine tooth.
you're not going to get that at a local. I'm not saying, but I don't think you're going to get that at a local
So if you can take the trip, it's definitely
place.
worth
So
it.
I would certainly go there if you want to have it installed.
Somebody, we'll just do one more question. Somebody has said, what's the ground clearance on your motorhome, and did Liquid Spring change it in any way?
I don't know what the ground clearance is right now, but there's 3 different height modes, right? So it becomes very much like a diesel pusher. So you're going to level out, you're going to drop it down to low, and that puts it real close to the ground. So actually you have more ability to level because your levelers are so much closer. And then you have your normal ride height mode. And then I believe the high is 3.5 inches high. So you could really jack it up if you need to go up like a driveway that's a little steep. We've had the normal mode is pretty much the same as a stock, like a stock ride. Maybe a little bit difference by 1/2 inch or so. But what's pretty cool is that you can drop it. That's cool.
We should do like, forget it. I'm not even gonna say. Like those videos with the
No, you
cars.
can't do it. You can't do it that fast.
I know. Could you imagine Nelly like?
Well, what's very cool about the system, it has a ECU on it, so it's real time adjusting the suspension milliseconds, adapting to the environment. So if you get hit with a gust of wind, you might feel a little push, but it immediately corrects it. It's
fast.
It's unbelievable.
It really is. So travel plans also, we're hitting the Jersey Shore this year.
MJ loves the Jersey Shore.
Jason loves that, and I do also. I went there every summer as a kid, so it's kind of cool. We're actually staying in Cape May, which is beautiful, and I know some people in here have been.
Oh, we got a comment. I told you, no matter what, a gas coat doesn't match a diesel. I knew we were going to get those comments. Yeah, well, read the description. Anyway.
How long did it take for the Liquid Spring install? Well, ours, it may take a little longer because they kind of came upon some things. Again, we were one of the first ones and the first new Mars that they did the 4-point system on.
So if you're doing the rear, it's about 3 days. If you're doing the 4, it's like 5 days. That's safe. So expect to be 5 days or 3 days, depending on what you're doing.
Right. All right, so back to travel plans. So we're doing that. We have our meetup in August and September. We'll be headed to Hershey for the Hershey RV show. I'm assuming this year it's going to happen.
I think it is, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be getting a lot of content there. And then October, we're taking a nice long trip down to Florida. To start actually checking out some spots where we do want to move eventually. So we're going to kind of be hitting a whole bunch of places. So that is definitely going to be part vacation, but we're going to get a lot of content.
Yeah, we'll definitely get content.
We'll be hitting a lot of RV dealers because up here, guys, the RV dealers, literally, there's
nothing.
Nothing here.
So now we have by us 1, 2, at least 3. We have a Myers. We have 2 Alpen houses that are within 40 minutes of us, and then we have a Dillon's RV, which is about 2.5 hours, but they are all bare.
Yeah.
Like they have it's crazy. There's no inventory.
I know. We dying to go
And
to
we just don't, we can't do these videos because there's no inventory.
I know.
Even if we drove up to RV1 in Albany, which we thought about doing and making like a weekend trip, they have nothing.
Yeah.
I went on their websites. It's like dry. They have like
kind of stinks.
2 Class A's and some trailers.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yep. So that's something that we're looking forward to in October. And then we'll do a November trip. We're actually headed to somewhere, I think Delaware.
Yes, Delaware.
Yeah.
We booked that, right?
Yes.
Yes, we're going to Delaware, so that'd be pretty cool.
Maybe with the chair that hurts. Okay. All right, let's talk about our cool announcement. Oh, somebody's leaving. Please have this live up for view later. Yes, it'll be up.
I think Bowser wants to go out. Can you
later.
handle that? Our dog is standing by the door. I don't want it to crap on the floor.
So speaking of Bowser,
yes.
Do you want me to wait for you?
No, you can announce it.
Okay. So we have officially launched a second YouTube channel. And we want you all to subscribe It is called The Pitbull Adventures of Sierra and Bowser. And it actually is up and running. We just put it up. We uploaded 2 videos to it. And it's just going to be dog videos. So we're always saying how I love watching dog videos on YouTube. They relax me. They calm me down. They make me laugh. And I said, why don't we do that? We have Sierra and Bowser are
They're funny.
hysterical together. Hysterical. He is a dope, sweetheart, loving. I mean, he'll lick you to death. Sierra is just kind of a more refined princess. But the 2 of them together, they have this hysterical relationship. And now they're barking. You could let him in. I don't know if you. Yeah.
He's probably barking at a deer or a person.
Yeah, a turkey or something.
A turkey. Yeah.
So the new channel is called The Pitbull Adventures of Sierra and Bowser. I'm actually going to put the link in here. So we want all of you to join us over there, and we're going to be posting videos, but they're going to be shorter videos. They're not going to be like 10-minute videos. They'll be like a minute long, just really cute things that we get of either one of them doing or do them together. So it's going to be really, really fun. So I just posted the link, and I'm actually going to pin that. Okay. And like I said, we put 2 videos up. One of them is actually Bowser. I put him to sleep. Not put him to sleep, but I actually put him to sleep. I rub his face and
giving it away
within seconds. It's okay. It's okay. You got to see it. Like, I'm getting, the dopamine flowing just thinking of it. Anyway, so I put the link. Go check it out. We'd love if you subscribe. And like I said, just become part of the Pitbull Adventure family.
You get to see all the goofy things they do.
Yeah.
Well, the white one, he's probably be the
Bowser's-
more subject of the dumb things because he does a lot of dumb things.
He's clumsy.
He licks joint compound off the walls.
Yeah.
Jumps on tape. He's out of his mind.
He does. Okay. So before we bring on our special guest, somebody said, is there a place in Texas that will do the liquid spring install?
I'm assuming they
There
have
probably
connections
is,
everywhere.
yeah.
Like I said, in the description of every one of our videos other than this live, it's right there. Contact Wayne Wells from Liquid Spring. He will answer all your questions. He's going to know where all his dealers are. I'm pretty certain in Texas they're going to have somebody.
I'm sure, right? Okay. All right. Are we good?
Yeah, I think so. You want me to click on
Ready?
here?
All right, guys. We have our special
Let me
guest
see. How do I do
who is
this?
joining this. I don't know
Let's
how
see.
to do it.
Oh, there he is. Let me take him off. Can we hear you?
Buddy.
You guys,
Are you okay?
I just scarfed down
I saw you.
Tijuana Flats.
I saw
It was
you.
so good.
Let me do something here. Let me try to.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to add this text.
Pat, what'd you have, Matt?
There he is.
Dos tacos.
Dos
Hang on,
tacos.
I wanna flex and put that palm tree right there in the background. Hi everyone.
Do palm trees spit pollen all the time?
No, but we were in Virginia last week, and if you watch the review of the big country, Will, when I'm climbing up the ladder, Will literally is wiping the pollen off of my back.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, it was
It's
so
coming
thick. It was crazy up there.
We have like balls of it in
Yeah,
our
it's
backyard.
everywhere.
Can you put this louder? Put him louder?
I could.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Hi, everyone.
Hey, everybody.
Everybody in
say
the
hi
comments
to
say hi to
Matt.
Matt.
Oh,
Now, just so you guys
Andy's
know,
saying
Izzy and
Matt
MJ.
is really loud.
Hold on.
Oh, I'm loud.
No, it's not loud enough. I just lowered it.
Okay.
Let us know how that is, guys.
Yeah, Ann, is that better?
Well,
Okay.
it doesn't help that I speak loud anyway.
No, I think that's
No.
better. I had the volume down on our end.
Oh, okay.
So that should be better.
Okay.
So just so you guys know, I can't see the chat right now.
You can't.
You can't. Is that your
No, I
phone?
cannot.
Who's calling me?
Oh, wait.
Guaranteed.
Oh,
it's a
wait,
spam
there
call.
it is. Hi,
Yes.
Susan. Hi, everyone.
Yes, Matt is loud.
Hi, Don.
Okay, she said yes, Matt is loud, but that may have been before we were able to fix it. All right. You still got your? Oh, you still eating dinner? Were you
I
working?
still got a couple more chips. I'll lunch on them. Tijuana Flats was my favorite.
They were so good when we had your meetup
Yeah.
in
So
in Tampa.
this
Go
is the
ahead.
first time we're using this, but you can't see the chat. I don't know
No, no,
where it
no.
is in here.
I found where. I found where.
Okay, so this is kind of like they're copying StreamYard on the Mac side.
Cool.
So
Yeah.
it's much easier. So what's been going on, Matt?
Yeah. Talk
Rocking
to
and
us.
rolling, doing my thing.
Where's
I've been traveling a lot lately over the past 2 weeks.
where's your next destination?
The next one's gonna be in Wixom, Michigan, in about 2 weeks.
Mm.
But it was funny. Did you see that pool? The video of me with Trey swimming in the pool with our dogs.
Did you see
Yes,
it?
I saw
Oh yeah,
that.
yeah,
I
yes. That was
turned on.
that was right before you left, all right?
Yeah, 24 hours later, I was in Park City, Utah, with 13 inches of snow.
Yes, that we saw. Yeah.
But Utah's
It was
nice,
crazy.
ain't it?
Beautiful. Listen, I am not a snow guy, but what they were telling me was Utah's in like a valley,
Mm-hmm.
and they don't get snow in Salt Lake City.
Oh.
It's because they're protected by the mountains or
Okay.
something. And I was telling Andrea, I'm like, man, we could live here for June, July, August. You know what I'm
This is
saying?
crazy.
Hang on one sec. Is that your work phone?
Yeah, it's my work phone.
The work phone's going.
Uh-oh.
Can you turn it off?
Oh.
He's got to answer. Hopefully not an emergency. Anyway, what is it? It's BS. Wait, do you get tons of spam calls, Matt, on your phone?
So no, not
It's
spam, not a ton.
crazy here. It's
I get a lot of
constant.
customers though.
Okay. Yeah, but we get like,
Yeah, it's
you know,
insane.
a lot of spam and just, people hanging up and
Yeah, and we don't
you know-
sign up for like the free vacation. We don't do like the free car. None of
no.
that. We
See,
just get it.
that's why what I heard what that has to do is your credit score. And when you have a good credit score, you get a lot of phone calls for solicitation. That's why I keep my credit score so low.
Yeah, but
Nobody calls me.
I'm getting it on my work phone that has nothing to do with me. It's nonstop
Oh, really?
on the work phone.
Yeah.
Oh, it's all the time.
And a lot of our friends too. Maybe it's a Jersey thing. I don't know. A lot of people are getting it. Guys, put in the chat if you are getting a lot of crazy spam calls because it's gotten really bad. It actually stopped during COVID a little. When COVID hit, it stopped for
It
a
did.
couple weeks, but
Yeah.
then it came back.
So Matt, what's the new hot? Have you seen any of the 22 new Mars, or what's like the new hot, diesel out there, or Class A?
The new hot diesel, huh? So I got an email today saying Fleetwood's coming out with a new one.
Like a new model?
Yep, brand new.
Really?
Ooh.
I think it's going to be or it might be Holiday Rambler. Same thing. It's going to be, I think, a step. Oh, it's going to be a step above a Pacero and a step below the Pacero LXE, and they're discontinuing the Pacero LXE,
Okay.
We had looked at that.
which
We did.
I think
Yeah.
is silly.
We
I
did.
really like the
we
Pacero
liked
LXE.
that when we were looking
did.
a couple of years ago.
And actually, what are they being priced at now, the LXCs? Because when we're looking at it, they were asking like
It
189
was
for one,
yeah.
which was the show
Yeah.
price.
So that's what we were selling it for when I was still in sales. It was crazy, man. And remember when we went live in April,
Yeah.
and I told everybody you're missing out on a deal of
Yeah.
a lifetime.
Yep.
Well, I sold my buddy John one for like 186 or 189 or something. That same year, make and model. 3 months later, I sold for 219.
Ooh.
And it's not like, and I know people are all like, oh, you're taking advantage, but it's like the real estate market. You know what I'm saying?
Supply and demand.
Nobody's going to sell their house. I paid full asking price for this house of 340. Nobody's going to be a nice guy and sell it for 300. They're going to
Right.
sell it for what it's worth. And it's just supply and demand,
Mhm.
and prices are just going up and up, guys. I mean, it's getting crazy.
We were coming home today.
Yes.
And we drove past a house, probably about 3 minutes from
Yeah,
our
there was
house.
an open house.
And there was an open house. There was a line of people waiting to get in. Now, partly due to COVID, because everybody can't go in at once, in
No,
New
but
Jersey.
we've never seen like so.
Yeah, that was
so the
crazy.
era we live in. We bought our house in 2017, where we're at, and this is it's a very rural area. It's quiet.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, think about that for New Jersey, but people kind of come back here to be away from everybody else.
Right.
But what we're finding now is that since COVID, the people now want to be away from everybody. So the houses around here are selling like
Right.
quick. Like everybody's coming from the urban areas, and
Yes.
now they want to be away from people.
So
I
in a
told
few
them,
Well, you know
years-
why, right?
what's that?
Well, it's because, you said you live 40 minutes away from New York City.
Yeah.
Call it an hour
Mhm.
with traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody wants to commute that every day. Whereas now people are working remotely and they only need to go into
Right.
the office once a week.
Exactly.
So an hour once a week ain't bad.
Yes.
That's why Florida's so hot as well.
Yep.
Nobody lived in Florida because the jobs weren't here. But when the jobs are here, you can
Mhm.
work from anywhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and we were looking in Florida, and we're looking to buy, but I told Lenjay, I'm like, we got to let this burn down a little bit because
Yeah.
it's like we're not going to buy an RV when it's high.
Right.
We're not going to buy a house when it's high.
Right, because I've been watching on Realtor.com. I was looking, we were looking in Naples, and literally the houses would go
they're
up
gone.
and just gone.
I
Like-
bought this house 3 hours on the market.
So.
Oh my god!
And I got lucky to pay full asking price. The house 3 doors down went on a bidding war
Yeah.
and sold for $390.
Wow.
You are lucky that it was.
Yep.
Wow. To put
Yep,
it back
and
up for
our
sale.
house- What?
Put it back up for sale and make 50 grand.
No, so we redid the kitchen in about, Oh, and the bathrooms too.
Hi, Andrea.
And, Hi, she won't come on camera right now.
No.
She does say hi to everybody. But we redid a whole bunch of stuff in here, and we're gonna have a home tour in like a week or two.
Nice.
And we're gonna give you 3 things we love about our house and 3 things we don't like about our house.
Cool. I know what one of the likes is, because it's one of my likes.
What's that? The
Is
pool?
it
Yeah. Oh yeah.
is it this over here?
That's what I love about Florida. So many houses have that. Oh, did you see?
Yep.
Oh my God, I just saw a story on somewhere on the news
In Naples.
in Naples, in the Golden Gate Estates, which is where that area we were looking. And the woman had that set up with a screen around the pool. And she had this huge opening, and she realized that every day, she finally caught him, a bear was coming in and
Swimming
going in
in
her
her pool.
pool.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yes, and she finally...
Oh, well, that's not as crazy as my story from yesterday.
Oh, yeah, you told me.
You
Go
got a
ahead and
gator?
tell. Yeah, I forgot
Oh,
to tell you. You
snake?
showed me this before.
Cottonmouth snake.
Where was that? You better be careful with
In the backyard, Una was barking at it.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with that.
So a guy came. They got a snake catcher who came, right? And took care
Yeah,
of
and
it.
he charged me $375. And what sucks is he's probably going to sell the venom from the snake as well. So I just paid this guy to have inventory for his business. What's up with that?
So, how long
Paid
did
for
it
his
take him to catch
advertising.
the snake?
15. He was here in about 15 minutes. And he was gone in about. He caught him in 5 minutes.
Did he
Only
have
in
like one of the
Florida.
long? He had like a long pole
wrestled
kind
him.
of thing.
Yeah, one of those like poles and put it in the bucket.
Why
Wanna
didn't you
say hi
just
to
machete
Gino?
the thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna see you now. Why do you
Oh,
what?
just machete it. What? Only in Florida can you have a snake catcher.
Oh,
Hi.
baby.
Hi, Una.
She's so
Yuna's
happy.
big now.
Do you know how badly I mean, I love pit bulls. I love our pit bulls. I want a golden retriever so badly, and he won't let me. You know why?
Oh, the hair.
Why?
Hair's
Because
insane.
the hair.
He can't stand it.
Although Bowser, the hair is crazy
Yeah,
too. It's just short
Bowser's
hair.
a lot of hair too. But I would kill for a golden retriever. They're so cute. And that's the video that I saw that made me want to start another channel.
Oh, hey, and we didn't mention. I want to thank you guys for coming on my show last week. With me reviewing a 3626 Newmar.
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
guys, if you haven't watched that in the chat, check out Matt's Newmar 3626. He did a nice long tour with Becky.
Yes.
Yep,
Who's-
Becky B. Yep.
And then we kind of jumped in at the end and talked about the 3 things that we like about ours and 3 things we didn't like. And somebody in the comments had said, "Oh, I wish they had given 3 things they liked and disliked about the unit that you were showing, and we're like,
Yes.
well, you
Well,
should have
no,
flown
no,
us
because
down.
your dislikes, your like that front area, they fixed.
Is
There
it?
wasn't carpet up there.
Oh, see, maybe they did
Good.
listen to some feedback, but that's
There you
good.
go.
We actually had one other person that said we edit our video too much.
It was too choppy. They're like, you should do it like Matt. He
Just
lets
let
the
it run.
camera run the whole time.
I
Did
love
you see
people.
that comment? It's like
Yeah.
their editing stinks. So what's up in the for your plans coming up in terms of travel?
Well, he said he's going to.
Well, after Michigan.
Well, Michigan, I'm working on something. Somebody, and I haven't even told you guys this, but somebody somewhere reached out to me about something big, and I can't talk about it until it happens. But like we're
Right.
talking big, big, big.
Big.
But it's gonna mess up a whole bunch of things
Uh-oh.
in my schedule. So
Uh-oh.
it's kind of like you want it to happen, but then at the end of time you don't want it to happen. You know what I'm saying?
Are you going to Hollywood?
No.
Oh, okay. I think they're
So
gonna make a movie of you.
You'll have to tell us later.
Tell us off. He can't.
I can't even tell you guys later.
He's sworn to
Yeah,
secrecy.
no,
Maybe if we guess it, will you tell us off camera?
I'll give you one guess right now.
No, I don't know.
No, we're not gonna say it public. We'll
No.
say it later.
Okay.
Because if we get it right, that's what you used to do with your Christmas presents all the time.
Yeah.
And then you would guess them, and then I get, pissed
Yes.
off.
Oh, and then you'd be upset about your
He did
Christmas?
it, did
Yep.
it every year.
Or I would just buy something that was what she got me for Christmas, not knowing, and she would get upset.
Always, always. Does
Oh,
anybody
yeah.
have any questions? Put in. We're gonna do a little Q&A when Matt goes. But if you have questions for Matt, put them in the
Before he
comments
goes.
below. Yeah,
This probably has a long day tomorrow.
I know. And he literally just got home.
No, I'm off tomorrow.
Oh, cool.
How's your stock
Actually-
down there?
It's better than most. It's better than most.
How's
But
your
you know,
what?
Stock.
that's why I got to do some traveling because, now they're starting to. How General RV works is, they'll stock up us heavy in the winter, and now they're going to be sending most of the. If it's not already sold, they're going to be sending most of the stuff up north. So we're going to have to be traveling a little bit more to make more videos.
Right. Huh.
That's awesome.
Yep.
Now.
I guess they have a system. I would wonder why they would go from like Indiana south and then send it north again. That has to be costly for them.
No. But like anything, so anything that's coming in, not
Oh,
coming in, but
They'll push it north.
everything's being routed to the northern
Gotcha,
stores.
gotcha. So they're not moving
Yep.
stock from the south north. They're just pushing it up there from the
Yeah,
manufacturer.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Now in the wintertime, they will take it from the north to the south because it has to come from the north to the south anyway.
Right.
We
Right.
got a couple questions. Somebody said, "Hey," well, they said, "Hey, RJ." Did you guys? I like that name now. Did you guys get the liquid springs put on Nelly? Yes, we did. We talked
did.
about that earlier. So
Obviously, haven't watched our videos.
no, well, yeah, we actually just put a video out tonight. You can check that out. What is Matt's favorite RV?
Well, great question. So, and I answer this almost every time, and it's always about one, what class of RV, right? And two, for the longest time, my favorite RV was the Integra Odysseys for the Class Cs. Dollar for dollar, they're the best bang for the buck out there. And I don't know how to word this, but what I'm trying to say is they're now slowly starting to catch up to be the proper market value, if that makes sense.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Where'd you guys go?
Oh, we're
We're here.
changing things. We're here.
Oh, okay. So it's like they used to be great, amazing deals, and now they're just good deals. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Just
sense.
because the market's going up, the supply and demand, the materials and everything. So for 2022, I haven't yet figured out my favorite RV yet. But I need to wait until everything comes in and see what stuff is selling for.
Gotcha.
I'm sorry. I started laughing because Austin Lee, thank you for this super chat. He said, MJ, here's $5 because Izzy's going to eat all the vegan chocolate chips before the end of the stream.
So talking about that, we buy bags of these things, right? There's always
I haven't actually bought them in a while.
yeah, but there's usually at least 1 or 2 bags backstock,
Yeah.
including this thing that's filled.
Oh, that's funny. Thank
so
you
good.
so much, Austin. Let's see. Aaron May said, if I order an RV, get financing for it, do I start paying on it before I receive the unit?
No. So you order an RV and if you get financing on it, it's more just like a pre-qualification. And go on in. And your financing, you get your official finance rate once the unit comes in. So really, I mean, we've had situations where people have gotten better interest rates because the banks went down from when they ordered it, and then we have people who had worse interest rates. Normally, it's pretty steady and not volatile. So normally, you'll get the same rate as you'll get when you order it.
Yeah, that's what happened with us. We left a deposit. It was, and then when it was sent from the factory, we were already locked in at a. Well, technically, the rate didn't change. So
Right.
Yeah, it's
Austin-
very
oh,
rare that it changes, but it can change. It can go up or down.
One of our insiders said, Austin said, what upgrades like Liquid Spring can we roll into our loan?
Well, so this is what's super exciting about Liquid Springs. Most of the time, like right now, if you had a motorhome, you cannot roll Liquid Springs into your loans. But if on any Bounders, Vacationers, Fortises, Invictas, or Tiffin Allegros, you can roll them into your loan. So as a salesperson, the reason why that's exciting is because it's hard to tell somebody, hey, $20,000 for Liquid Springs, right? Whereas you could say, hey, it's an extra 50 to $100 a month. And that's huge. That's huge. So that's really, really going to help salespeople just sell more RVs and sell. I think it's going to help people sell more gas motorhomes and less diesel motorhomes.
Yes.
Because what they're doing is they're taking away the number one advantage to the diesel.
Right.
the air ride.
Right.
Yep.
There was another. I'm gonna jump back, but somebody said, I watched Liquid Spring video. Will you be going into more depth on exactly what it does? Maybe a demo of your vehicle. Yes, we have another video really digging into the deets.
But that's Frank the Vet. I would tell you that you should watch the video we released today, because the video we released today is in the factory with the owner and founder of Liquid Spring, he's an engineer.
Yeah.
He was an engineer for 15 plus years with Rayco Granning.
I forget the name.
That's they're pretty much the suspension system on the motorhomes. He knows his stuff, so you're going to see what their philosophy is, and then from raw material to the end product, how it's made.
The factory's unreal.
You understand kind of what you're paying for and what the philosophy is behind it.
Matt, are you planning for more used reviews?
Ooh.
Yeah, I mean, so my friend Sebastian has colleague. He's a finance manager at General RV. He has a 2021 Airstream, so it's a great opportunity for me to review an Airstream.
Yeah.
And just the other day we reviewed a used Cougar 27 SGS because it was current model year still.
Gotcha.
So it was like killing two birds with one stone. So if we do more used, it would have to be current model year stuff.
You said doo-doo.
Doo-doo. Doo-doo.
I knew you'd appreciate that.
Are you guys an Intech dealer? Any Generals?
No, so I sold Intech at Leo's Vacation Center, and I really do like the product. Believe it or not, so how Intech got started was kind of like a spin-off of Camp Light or Living Light, which Living Light's how I started my YouTube career. Because I hated Living Lights. I hated them. They were the worst because because you couldn't sell them, right? Whereas I did some research and it's like, oh, if somebody comes to the dealership, if they don't know what a Living Light is, they're not going to buy one.
Right.
But it's the Airstream buyer who says, you know what, I don't want to spend 100,000 on an Airstream. Let me go with a Living Light, right? And so then I'm doing all this research and I'm like, man, there's an Airstream guy, there's the Class B guy, there's this guy. I'm like, there's no Living Light guy. So I became the Living Light guy, went to the factory and everything. 2 months later, they shut down. I'm like, are you guys kidding me?
Mm.
Like, I just started having this following, and I was like, really? I learned about this product, and then they stopped making them. And so then Scott Tuttle, who had Living Light, is the backer of Intech or something like that. And it's a great product. It's not my cup of tea, but it's a fantastic. I mean, you cannot. It's what I love about RVs. You cannot beat the quality in it.
Hmm.
You're just gonna pay for it.
Yeah, you're absolutely going to pay for it, but you're going to be paying far less than an Airstream.
Right.
It is a really well made. They're actually expanding their factory. Like they are so busy there. The demand is so high for those.
Yeah.
So good for them, and they're still like privately owned, and they're doing their thing. And it is a really well made trailer. We actually like them a lot. We said if we would get a trailer, it'd probably be one of those.
Yes, really like them. And we're not like big
Nice.
trailer people,
Yeah. But they are really nice.
Although that's what we started in.
Yeah.
Matt, what's your opinion on the Arctic Fox fifth wheels?
I didn't know. Oh wait, Arctic Fox. Yes. They're no opinion. So we don't sell them. Okay. So I don't want to give an opinion because it would then be biased. But what I would say is that if you're looking at an Arctic Fox, look at the Forest River Impression and look at the new Keystone Arcadia. That they're its competitions and they're all kicking butt and taking names. I'm really digging what the manufacturers are doing with the half-ton ultra lightweight fifth wheels. They're doing some really cool things in that segment, and I feel like what the manufacturers are doing is, I feel like that ultra lightweight fifth wheel market, that's their experimental market, and if it does well, then they'll bring it to their full profile divisions.
Yeah, I mean, well, think about it. Most truck owners out there are half-ton trucks, right? And they're becoming more and more capable. And I think it's like a huge market that's probably untapped in the fifth wheel segment.
Yeah.
I want to say hi to Matt Cranford, one of our insiders.
What's
and
up?
Hi, Mr. Cranford. Hey, I got to meet him in Salt Lake City,
I
Utah.
know, I
Yes,
saw
yes.
that.
You
That's so cool.
I think Matt's getting Liquid Spring, right?
He
I
was
think he
asking.
told
He was
us,
asking
yeah.
questions
Let
about
us
it.
know, Matt. I'm pretty sure. We got so many comments on that, but I think he said he was getting the four corner.
Stan said, Matt, what happened to the shorts?
We're still working on that. I had a crazy 2 weeks. I've traveled from Florida to Salt Lake City to Detroit to Maryland to Virginia and back. And right now, what we're working on getting Jen, Will's wife, hired as my editor. And then that's going to free up a ton of my time to where I can then, you're so distracting me, Izzy.
What are you
I'm all
doing?
like, what's going
I'm
on?
moving things.
That's all it takes.
So as soon as I have an editor, I'll be able to do the shorts a lot more. And you guys know, editing takes up 60, 70, 80% of my time. And I haven't been able to get back to everybody who calls. I get 100 to 200 emails a day. It's just a lot of stuff.
You need a secretary.
I mean, and the frustrating part, let me cover this up here for a second. No, I'm just kidding. The frustrating part is, but a lot of people see me as just a YouTuber. And what it is, we're a marketing company and it's growing. And now we need to mitigate my tasks because Um, I want to do the shorts, Instagram, TikTok.
Oh, so
I
much.
want to do a podcast.
Yeah.
There's a lot more things that I want to do just to expand Matt's RV reviews in general RV, and it's just figuring out the right structure.
We
We're
talked about
actually,
podcasting also,
yeah,
but
it's just not,
we
we don't have
just
the
don't have
time.
the time.
We're actually moving
Yeah,
to a new format. We've been doing 3 videos a week. That's a
yeah,
lot for
killing it.
2 people working full time. So we actually decided, we did it for 1 week now,
Yeah.
and I think we're going to keep it going. We're doing 2 full length videos a week and 1 short.
The short's supposed to be the hot thing, so
Yeah, so we're going to do
Yeah.
shorts on
Works.
Thursdays. We got a bunch already filmed.
those are easy to video and edit.
And
They're
just
quick.
get them out.
Some of those
Yeah.
other videos,
just take
but
a
some
lot
people
of
it
time.
takes a lot of time. So
Yeah.
when you have a full-time job, right? It just becomes really overwhelming.
Yeah,
Yep,
And then there's
for
a
sure.
certain point that you just don't want to have the camera in your face.
right.
Like MJ talked about, we're going down, the Jersey Shore in the summer. She's like, "Oh, we should do a." I'm like, "Hun, I don't want to have the camera in my face. We're on the beach.
No,
like we'll do
yeah.
our videos, and then we just need to chill out."
Yeah, for a while, because then you're in work mode. You're not in relaxed mode.
Yeah, exactly.
Right, right.
Like same thing with the vlogs. When you do the vlogs, right? You're not relaxing. You're just always on.
Exactly.
So, and also with the shorts, I like them too because a lot of topics that we touch on, it wouldn't make a whole video.
Yeah.
It's just a real quick thing we want to say or a point we want to get out there, and they're useful.
Right. One thing I'll warn you, look at your analytics and see how many people watch your show on TV. Okay.
Mm.
So all my videos are all feature, 30 minutes long. And when I dove down into my analytics, 50%, 50, were watching on TV. That's not even counting game consoles at 9%, right? And so what was happening was people would get a notification saying, "Oh, Matt has a video." They'd get the family together, sit down, turn it on, right? Jeopardy's over, put on Matt's RV reviews, and then 58 seconds later it was over. I had like 4 or 5 people call me and say, "Matt, what the heck?" So that's why I had to make the 3rd channel, so
Gotcha.
people knew what they were getting into.
Right.
Yeah,
We've
so
gotten pretty good feedback so far.
yeah, our videos are not that long. Like a long video for us is 20 minutes. Most of them
Yeah,
are
that's- yeah,
8 to
that's-
12 minutes. So
Yeah.
we've gotten some good feedback on the shorts. We've actually got some decent views.
Yeah, on some of them, sure. There was another question. Oh, somebody had asked, Patricia, where can we test drive a motorhome with liquid spring? We have a Class A gas. We live in Lewis, Delaware. Is the cost $15K? So you want to reach out to Wayne
Yes.
Wells. And Wayne Wells, he is an amazing guy. He's so nice.
He has a Roadmaster. He was an engineer for Roadmaster, which they make all, really a lot of the suspensions from these
Yeah.
other companies are made by Roadmaster. So
Right.
he's been in the business for a long time.
Why are you smiling, Matt?
Because Chris said he heard that duck.
Wait, what? I heard that.
Oh,
duck.
man.
I don't get it.
I tooted, and he said he heard it.
I didn't hear it.
That is hilarious.
Suited.
I love it. Matt's the only YouTuber that'll fart on camera. And I love it. You tooted.
That's great.
Anyway, I'm gonna do one more question.
Wait,
Matt.
what? Just hold. What he? It's
Oh,
the
oh.
answer. So
Right.
actually, Liquid Spring has 2 demo vehicles. They're going to be at Hershey. They were at Tampa, but they have them at different dealerships around the country. So if you reach out to
Right.
Wayne, and his contact is in the description
Yeah.
of all our
He'll
videos,
tell you.
he'll let you know where it's going to be and how long it's going to be there for, and then you can test drive it. And you'll probably want to buy one after you test drive it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable. Okay, actually, I think that's all.
Somebody put Jersey
Questions?
Shore crab soup.
She crab soup.
Any more questions, anyone?
I don't.
Before Matt goes, any more
Yeah.
questions?
How come when Matt says mitigate, I hear potable.
Potable.
Potable. High quality audio. All right, cool. And now, when Matt goes, we're gonna take some questions. Here's the last question for you, Matt. So then, guys, start putting any questions you have for Izzy and myself. Put those in the chat. We'll do maybe like 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a night.
We're gonna go watch UFC Fight Night.
Frank the Vet said, Matt, what's the lead time for a special order holiday rambler?
It just depends on what one. You know, it's gonna be, you know, we're telling people now 8 to 12 weeks.
That's pretty.
It just
quick.
depends on what options you want. If you want,
Go ahead.
no, there it
yeah,
goes.
move it. Drive him nuts.
I gotta go like this.
He's got to follow it.
It's gonna be about nom nom nom. Actually, you wanna know what's funny? The #1 Pac-Man player in the world is trying to buy a motorhome from us right now.
Really? You get exposed?
Like,
I
he
didn't know
looks-
there, like, was such a thing.
No, like legit. Like there's news articles. Like he's #1 in the world.
Like, how old is this guy? Like, he's been playing since
Is
he's a
he
teen.
like 80?
Yeah. No, he's like 50-ish.
He's like an old BMX racer.
I mean, that was
No.
big when we
If
were
you
kids.
if you Google Pac-Man perfect score, it's him.
What does it take?
But,
how many levels
How many-
are in Pac-Man?
right.
It was 245 levels.
I can only get up to the red, and then like I
I
die.
have no patience for that game.
I love that game because for 1/4 you can play for like 10 minutes.
I like Ms. Pac-Man. That one I
Yeah.
like better.
He
Miss
played
Pac-Man,
for he played for I think it was 5 hours and 24 minutes.
On 1/4?
How do your eyes not cross
Right.
That's
doing
insane.
Right.
that? I don't get it.
Anyway, yeah, 8 to 12 weeks, and unless you're ordering something very weird, it's going to take a little bit longer than that.
Nice.
Oh, and then there was another question. When are we opening up Pennsylvania? Where? It's going to be near Hershey, PA.
Ooh.
I don't know exactly where, and I don't know the exact date, but as soon as it does, I'll be there for the grand opening,
Ooh, we'll have
and
to come
we will
meet you.
100% be there at the Hershey RV show.
We're going to the grand opening. You gonna cut the ribbon?
Yeah.
What are they, do you know? Are you allowed to say what they're gonna be carrying, like what brands, or you don't even know yet?
Yeah, no, I can't.
All right, I get
can't-
it. Tell us off
But-
the air.
But let me tell you, we have some heavy hitters that we will be representing at the Hershey RV show.
Nice.
So pretty much, like, so here's the deal, and I hate saying this, and I hate blowing smoke and pretending like I'm a company man. You know, I am a company man, but you know what I'm saying. There's a reason why I went to General RV when I first moved to Florida, because they have a lot of respect with the RV manufacturers, with how they do business relative to other RV dealerships. And so, just like Virginia, they didn't have a dealership in Virginia. When Camping World bought Stafford, Rhinus, and McGeorge, General announced that they would be opening up the dealership next door. And they got Tiffin, Fleetwood, Holiday Rambler, Coachman, Integra. All these brands jumped shipped from whatever dealership they were at to come to General. And I hear that's what's happening a lot in Pennsylvania. But I can no longer conform nor deny.
Can General please open something in northern New Jersey or like
But we
southern New York?
We can take a weekend trip out to that one.
Yeah, we certainly can. I
Yeah.
mean, if they have the brands
Yeah.
and the inventory, we certainly can.
Yeah, so they don't fill me in on much because I have a big mouth and I like to talk. But supposedly we have a guy on our team, and his job is just to study and research different marketplaces of opportunities of where we can go. You know, a lot of it has to do with the states as well, because if you're in a market that already has a market, there's some areas that the manufacturer's not allowed to drop the dealership. The dealership's only allowed to drop the manufacturer. So if they set up a dealership, let's say in New Jersey, they might not have any inventory to sell because all the brands have been locked up by other dealerships. Now, I don't know if that's the rules for New Jersey. I don't know. But I know that we have a guy working on it.
Man, this area up here is
It's
ripe.
prime.
It is ripe for a
Yeah.
high-end
But it's
motorhome.
expensive.
It is expensive, but there's a
but
lot of money
people
in this
will spend
area.
their
There's a lot of
money.
money, and really,
Yeah.
there's, man, Alpenhaus is stripped, and they only carry
Yeah.
Tiffin, and then like Newmar is like 3 hours south, two
Right.
and a half, 3 hours. There's nothing. Connecticut, Dave's RV's got minimum stuff. It's really, you have to go to RV1, which is 2.5 hours away.
But people
in
in
Albany.
this area
They're
would
probably the
spend
biggest
the money.
one.
They would spend the money for
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Everybody's
for
asking
sure.
about General on the West Coast, California.
Oh, Utah.
I'm getting
That's the
killed.
farthest west.
I have to move because this thing is hard and it's killing me.
So where? I'm sorry, Matt. What'd you say?
Salt Lake City,
So,
Utah.
okay, that's the furthest. All right. All right. Well, cool. I want to thank Matt for joining us. We always love hanging
We'll
with
call
Matt.
you after, Matt.
Yeah.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thanks for having me.
Oh, Yuna's there too.
And Una, yes.
Yes,
Of course,
yes.
if you haven't subscribed to Matt's channel, head over there
Please
and
go do that.
check it out and subscribe. Anybody have any questions for us? Thank you, Matt.
Thanks,
We'll
we're gonna
talk to
cut you
later.
off.
Bye,
Bye.
America.
Bye.
See you later.
Any
All right, we're back.
questions? We're gonna if you have any
If you
questions.
don't have any
for us,
questions, we're going to watch UFC.
we'll give it a minute. Everybody's saying goodbye.
Goodbye, goodbye.
So there's a lot of interest about Liquid Spring,
There is.
and it's for good reason.
If you have any other questions
know?
about Liquid Spring, let us know.
or any other questions.
We'll answer. I think we became somewhat educated. So we knew a little bit about it, but after that factory tour, we really learned a lot about it.
Yeah.
So I might be able to answer your questions, and if not, then Wayne can certainly answer those questions.
And in the meantime, if you like dogs, have dogs, think about dogs, find
How many
dogs
subscribers
funny.
we have on there right now?
Go over to, I pinned the comment, that's our new channel that we started, the Pitbull Adventures of Sierra and Bowser.
So
And
we have
just started.
104 people in here. We should have 104
Right.
subscribers.
We already-
I don't know what everybody's waiting for.
We have, well, they're waiting for it to be nice. They don't want to leave it. We
No,
have
no, they can
13
go and click it.
subscribers. We just put 2 videos. We literally just started this channel. I haven't even announced it, on their community page or whatever. So go ahead and check it out. Our dogs are awesome.
You put it in the comments.
How many dogs do you have?
2.
We have 2 dogs. 2 dogs, as they say in Jersey.
Both
have-
rescues.
Both rescues, yes.
One definitely a lot smarter than the other. So one's much more athletic. He doesn't have the brain power.
He's brawn. No
The other
brain.
one's very athletic also, but she's certainly more intellectually gifted than,
And she's
than the one.
refined. I say she's refined. Bowser will walk right into you and not even realize who's
Yes.
like he's not. There was
He'll
something
come
not
on you.
screwed in tight.
He'll
when
step on your face.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't even. He's not even thinking. It's
No,
just.
there's no
I gotta get
spatial
there, and
awareness.
that's where I'm gonna go.
He'll run right into you. I asked you before, did you install the Liquid Spring and Nelly? Yes, we did. And
Yes, we did.
haven't we just put a video out tonight about when we were at the factory. We'll have more videos coming about next week there'll be a video coming out about Nelly specifically and
whole
really
install
digging
process
into
on-
the deets for that. Yeah. What's-
Somebody asked if you can lower the front and rear independently. Yes, you can.
Oh. Aaron May, have you run into parks telling you can't stay because of the dogs? Yes, not many, but we really do our research before we go somewhere.
Well,
look
we
for
had
weight
one that gave
restrictions.
us an issue, but they let us stay.
They
after
did.
the dogs started looking.
Yeah, because they
pretty
were
much.
so sweet. But yes, we just subscribed. Thank you, Andy Boy Broccoli.
you.
How much did it cost total for Liquid Spring?
So the front, now again, this is dependent where you're getting it installed, right? The
Right,
front
it'll be different.
is, I'm sorry, you can't do front. You could only do rear or rear and front. They won't do just the front because the rear is really the 70% of what's going on. So the rear, I believe, is what, 12,000
Yes.
approximately. The front's going to be about 8,000 approximately. That's going to be installed, but again, that can change a little bit depending
Depending on
where
who's
you are in the country.
installing,
I know if
right.
you go out to Indiana, that's probably going to be a fair and accurate price.
Mm-hmm. What's your opinion on a cheap new motorhome? We would probably get a cheap used motorhome.
Well, no, not a we would get a competitively
Not a cheap, I'm
priced,
sorry, that's what I
higher
meant.
quality
Yes.
used motorhome.
Yes. I didn't mean sheep.
So yeah, I mean, you kind of get what you pay for. If you're gonna go like the entry level, like the Thor, Vegas, and the Axis, they may work. But I will tell you, we've seen these at multiple RV shows where
Close up.
the bay doors are crooked.
And we've seen them in repair shops with
And again,
not
we
nice
we
things.
just say what we see, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
we don't have any loyalty to anyone. So go through these things, you start seeing the finish on the inside. They're just not really that well made. But then again, it's an entry level motorhome. So if you're going to spend $120,000 on that, our opinion is maybe for $120,000, get a 5 or 6 year old Tiffin or Newmar or
Right.
something better.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a more pleasurable experience.
Yeah. Yep. Do you like any state parks in PA? We love state
Yes.
parks. Love them.
Yeah, we've been
We
to a couple.
stayed in, what was that one for Hershey one year? It began with like an F, didn't it?
What was it called?
It began with an F, I thought. There was one in PA we stayed in.
I don't remember.
Ohio we stayed in, a couple nice ones.
Yeah, PA has a really nice state park system with RV hookups, unlike New Jersey, and they're all over the state. So the closest one for us is probably about an hour 10. We've been at French Creek State Park. We've been there.
Yes.
And then the one out by Hershey, I'm forgetting the name. But we've
Yeah.
been to probably
Yeah.
3 or 4 state parks in PA. They're super nice. PA is a huge state. So
Yeah.
it's
Yeah, we do
they got
love
some
them,
nice stuff
though.
there.
Can you lower liquid spring front or rear independently?
Yes, you can. We talk about that in the video with the install. We actually, part of the PDI, before they take it with you, they test drive it out with one of their techs hooked up to a computer, making sure everything works, and then they take you out and they show you how everything works, and we talk about how you can raise and lower and all that stuff. You could actually change the driving modes also, which is pretty cool. We keep it on sport.
Let's see. Have you had any problems with water or weather affecting the Halo View transmitter on the roof? I just installed it and I'm a little worried about water.
We did have an issue with the first, so when Halo View reached out to us with the rear view camera, it was kind of when it first hit the market. We had an issue, not with the camera, it was the cable connection. And they actually reached out to us and said they had to, whatever, the manufacturer had to run, the seals weren't good. They sent us new ones. We didn't have problems since then.
Is liquid spring recommended for a small Class C Winnebago View?
It will improve
They
any
do the
ride.
seat,
So
yeah.
I don't know what chassis you're on, but they do make for, A's, B's, C's, and Super C's. So if you're like on the E350, I'm almost certain they have a system for that.
Somebody said they wish y'all did this often. Just a time
It's
thing.
very time
it really,
consuming.
yeah. We like to say that our dog is cute, not very bright, but cute. And yeah, that's Bowser, 100%. The most loving dog in the world, but a few screws loose. And we say dog also in Staten Island.
Yeah.
Hey, Staten Island, cool.
New Jersey newsflash, New Jersey beat out New York for the country's best pizza, right?
Yes.
And my hometown, Jersey City, had the best pizza in the country. Actually, when we used to eat pizza all the time, remember I took you to Gino's?
Yeah.
And you're like, oh my God, this place is awesome. So
Did that make the list?
no, it didn't, but
Yeah.
Jersey City has
But
unbelievably
yes,
good
they
pizza.
do.
And
They
New Jersey
do.
does. New Jersey does have good pizza.
Yes, they do. Now that you have the liquid spring, will you upgrade to another RV? No time
Not
soon.
for a while.
We don't
no.
need to now. I mean,
No, at this point, listen, the only advantage for getting a diesel would be more carrying
Yeah.
capacity,
Yeah.
more towing
Towing.
capacity. Neither of what we need now. Now, if we're going to be on the road 6 months out of the year, certainly that would be advantageous. But the biggest thing, like Matt said, that drive, the comfort, my opinion, we're just as good as a diesel pusher. It's that
yes,
good.
it is that good.
It's that good.
And we're not just saying
I would say
that,
maybe
because,
even better,
you know,
unless you have a tag.
Yeah, because we did drive very high end.
I would love to take somebody for a drive, but if we did an Instagram, I'm telling you that it drives so well. I came home the other day. I had to go get propane, and you don't realize how fast you're going. I came home and our dining room seats were turned over, which has never happened because I'm taking turns at 45, 50 miles an hour.
Lunatic. I'm gonna have to
The
go
freaking
with
thing,
you. And
it
make
doesn't
sure you.
lean. It's actually, the disadvantage is your miles per gallon will go down, and they
Yeah,
did on their way
yeah,
back.
Yeah. Let's see. What is your next RV, guys, and when? We were just talking about that.
We're really leaning toward the Super Cs.
Would you go use diesel if you did it again? Yeah, I mean, we love the Super Cs. We've been saying that for a long time.
Yeah,
so,
and you can get liquid spring on the front of the Super C too, we drove a new Super C at Verona Renegade, and it drove unbelievable. They only have rear air, front is just the leaf springs. So I can't imagine, because they make it for that chassis, liquid spring on the front. It must just ride unbelievably well.
I can't even imagine. Does your son have any interest in living the RV life? He loves when we go away. He really enjoys it. The only problem now, and it's a big problem actually, is we are now the same height. He will surpass
He's actually
me.
taller than you.
If I lean a little,
Another 6 months he'll be taller than you.
Yeah, he is just growing so fast. So he outgrew the couch, the jackknife. He can't sit. So we got him an aero bed. So then we were looking, when we were out in Indiana, we were actually looking to maybe replace the love seat with a trifold. And then Matt did the video he did. We saw one of his videos where he laid on the trifold, and he was he's 5'5".
Yeah, Jason's taller than Matt.
Filling the whole thing. Jason's going to be 6 feet next year.
Yeah, and then the other disadvantage is we have actually a lot of walking space when our slides are closed.
Yeah.
If we were to get the trifold and the recline, there would be like no space. So, and they're not cheap. The furniture's not cheap, so we're kind of like,
we may hold
he may
off
just
on
have to like stay with the air mattress.
But if you subscribe to the Pitbull Adventures of Sierra and Bowser and help our videos go viral, maybe we can get. I'm just kidding. Okay, let's see. We can all agree that Chicago has the worst pizza, right? I've never had Chicago pizza.
I've had Chicago deep dish. I like deep dish pizza. I really do. So I've been to Chicago when I was far younger, like in my teens, and I did like it, but Jersey has freaking good pizza. Yeah, it really does.
Ann said, how's Jason doing? He's doing phenomenal. He's in freshman year of high school. He's got 2 months left. He's going to be a sophomore. I can't believe it. He straight A's all year. Yep. Principal's honor roll so far every trimester. He's doing amazing.
Doing great.
Yeah. Newmar, listen to you guys. The option to replace carpet with tile in bedroom is now in place. Yes.
Yes, I think you can do tiles. But I don't know about the slides. They're still doing the Shagalicious on the slides, the Shagadelic. Infinity weave, infinity weave, infinity weave.
What? So baby steps. Baby steps. All right. I think.
Is that everything?
Are caught up with questions. Somebody said they have a boxer service dog. That's nice. Okay. Get recliners. He can sleep in those, Jim said. That's what I said. We were talking about this chair. Oh my God, it's driving me crazy. I said, let's get recliners. He'd probably be more comfortable on a recliner than an aero bed.
We actually have. I think I have it in here.
Yeah, it's just he's so tall. He would have to sleep in our bed. That's like the only. I mean, not with us. But
we have the perfect match for our furniture right here.
That's the only place he would fit is in the actual bed.
So we went to the place.
Hey, Sherry Weber's here.
We went to the place in Indiana, right? And we took one of our chairs with us, and we're like, you need to match this chair. And the guy's like, oh, here it is. So I have it.
So if we decide to put recliners, we really hate the couch. It's not comfortable. So that we may do that. We may do it.
The recliners probably. That's it.
Yeah,
the other
because he could sleep in there, And I don't mind losing space walking when it's.
No, I don't. I think if we just do the recliners, it won't be bad. If we do the trifold and the recliners, we're gonna have to do a swan dive over.
Yeah. Hey, American Wanderer. We're just about to finish up. So just to kind of recap, it was great to see you all again. I pinned a comment. Subscribe to our new channel if you feel so inclined. We'd appreciate it. It's just kind of a fun, feel-good kind of thing if you like dogs. And that's it.
Yeah, so we don't know if we're going to do this again. It probably won't be for a minute.
Yeah, we're just really, really crazy busy, especially getting all the videos done and everything. But we'll see. Maybe when we go on vacation or something.
Yeah, but we're looking forward to everybody that's coming to the meetup. That's going to be the perfect place where we're going to have, the weekend to meet with our viewers. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah.
So check out our videos. We put one out tonight. If you have questions about Liquid Spring, again, it's in the description of all our videos. And we will see you guys, I don't know,
next
sometime.
time.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.